WCNC Charlotte starts with breaking news.
We are reminding you to stay weather aware today as a second round of severe storms continues to hit our area, with a third round on the way later this morning. A live look over uptown. We've had heavy rain and wind as well as lightning on the radar. Thanks for staying with us, everybody. I'm Sarah French.
And I'm Ben Thompson. Our team standing by with everything you need to know as you wake up this morning. Kia has an eye out on the roads. Plus, we're going to send it over to things right now with Larry and Chris, both tracking the storm overnight with that other round on the way. Larry, let's begin with you.
Right now, things have certainly calmed down a lot from where they were, say, yesterday, and especially just a few hours ago. As we take a look and show you futurecast, we see the heaviest rain at the moment moving east and southeast of here. A big break in that precipitation. But looking back to the west, notice this line of showers and storms, 9 a.m. from, say, Hickory all the way to Shelby into the upstate of South Carolina. We're keeping a really close eye on this potential as it moves. Basically, you see this is around 10 a.m. Some showers and storms, Lincoln, Gastonia, down to Spartanburg along Interstate 85. And I think this is kind of that Highway 74 south of 85 corridor. We're going to see this. That would include the Charlotte area, 11 a.m. Concord, Charlotte, Rock Hill. So we're going to keep an eye on the Quail Hollow because that could affect that first round, which is at 11 this morning. We'll take this and advance it to about 11:30. Starts moving to the southeast. It's around noon today. Things start to clear out in the Charlotte area, but we have some heavy rain, probably some strong storms from Rockingham all the way down into South Carolina. Then we see things improve quite a bit. As we head towards the afternoon, there may be a stray storm, but nothing widespread. Not expecting severe weather as we get to later on in the afternoon. At the moment, we'll take a look at the Doppler radar. Things have calmed down across the Charlotte area. In fact, the entire region. If you got anything, it's just some drizzle right now, some heavier rainfall towards the upstate, but the band of strong storms are really moving into areas, say, to the Sandhills of North Carolina, all the way to the Midlands of South Carolina. Those are moving off to the east at southeast at about 45 miles per hour. Pretty fast moving system. As you can see, things are cleared out here. Union County, South Carolina, some showers. They will move into Chester, South Carolina within the next little bit. You can see nothing significant here. Over towards Meisenheimer, over at the school there at the University at Albemarle, over towards Norwood, around Ansonville, down to Wadesboro. Some moderate heavy rainfall in those areas. We kind of expand the view and show you the heaviest rain at the moment is east and southeast of the Charlotte metro area. And what's going on visually across here? What's happening in some of the areas nearby, Chris?
Well, I'll let you say, and you can see it up in the mountains. The mountains are doing the best because there is no rain. However, I will bring up the Dallas sky cam. Now, Dallas was rocking and rolling about 3 hours ago. There was a lot of cloud-to-ground lightning, a lot going on, a lot of the positive lightning strikes that really just shake the house. We'll get to that in a sec. But we're seeing a little bit of light green. So what does light green really mean? So here's what it looks like. You can just see a little bit of a trickle. You can see the windshield wipers intermittently. That's what we're going to be dealing with for the time being. There's a chance for some heavier rain a little bit later on, but truly the worst of the weather was indeed yesterday. Now, Lylesville is definitely the most active camera. We're not seeing any lightning here per se, but we were seeing a very active scene earlier, but it's still going to be right around Anson County. You're seeing some of these positive symbols. What exactly does that mean? That's representing that you have positive lightning strikes. So there's positive and negative lightning strikes, just like a positive and negative charge to a battery. This happens in every thunderstorm. However, only 10% of all lightning strikes have the positive designation. That means they're 10 times stronger, longer, and louder. So the ones that you might have endured over the last 24 hours that shook the house, that made you jump a little bit more. I know JT was jumping into mama's arms once he heard one of those. But also a quick fact about thunder and lightning that people mess up all the time. Most people think you count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, to say 5 Mississippis, and the storm is 5 miles away. However, it takes sound 5 seconds to travel 1 mile. So you actually have to divide by 5. So when you count to 5, that means that lightning strike is actually only 1 mile away. Make sure to keep that in mind. It's a very active start to your morning commute. As we all know, the rain is always going to lead to more closures, especially after that storm situation. We have Kia Murray with a boatload of traffic situations that's happening across the area. Kia, what is going on, my friends?
You know what I'm going to do is just going to read through the list that we have because it's a long one. It's only getting longer. So this is where I'm going to start. We've got a road closed due to some kind of obstruction. This is going to be over on Providence Road at Sardis Road. That's Fairview. That's slowing things down. We've got another road closed closed at NC 273. This is going to be near Highway 74. That expected impact to traffic is high. We've got another closure here on Harris Boulevard. That's going to be at IBM Drive, Research Drive. Another closure here on NC 7 East. That's between Cox Road and Spencer Mountain Road and Lineberger Road. We've got another closure on New Hope Road South between Ozark Avenue and Court Drive. Yet another road closure on Hickory Grove Road. This is in Gaston County now, between Rankin Road and Old Hickory Grove Road. Then we've got the roadblock, another obstruction here. This is going to take us to the Belmont area. This is Central Avenue for folks headed south between Main Street and South Main Street. This was reported earlier this morning about an hour ago, but again, still showing up as active for our maps. Here's what I want to leave you with as far as how to take all of this information and apply it to your commute this morning. We're still going to see some rain, which means that light rain is going to slow you up to 8 miles per hour, heavy rain up to 12 miles per hour. So pair the rain plus all of the obstructions due to that storm damage that we've been seeing from yesterday afternoon into the overnight. It means that you need to get on the road at least 15 or so minutes early just to avoid too busy of a commute. I'll keep you updated. Drive safe.
Kia, thanks. If you're just now joining us, we have continuing coverage this morning of that severe weather, more on the way, and we have our crews spread out across the Charlotte area, sort of assessing some of the damage.
WCNC Charlotte's Destiny Richards live in our Chevy Storm Tracker to break down what those of you heading out to work will see on your commute. How's it looking out there, Destiny?
Hey guys, right now we're just seeing a lot of light rain in the area, also a lot of ponding on the roads. We're here in the Providence Park area. We're at the intersection of Providence and Fairview, and I just want to show you a blockage that's happening right now. CMPD blocking Fairview Road. So if you're going northbound on Providence and you want to turn westbound on Fairview Road, you will not be able to do that. The turning lane is blocked right here. We don't see exactly what they're blocking, but we did hear reports of downed trees in this area. That's a big thing you're going to have to deal with if you're headed out early this morning, especially seeing as it's still very dark. A lot of reports of downed trees just across the Charlotte area. And again, it is not downpouring as much as it was earlier this morning, but still a lot of just ponding on the roads, especially in those right lanes. Again, this is the Providence Park area, and if you're going northbound on Providence, you will not be able to turn westbound on Fairview. We'll continue to keep tracking anything else we see this morning, but again, just be aware there might be more blockages like these, especially as the sun comes up and there's more reports of down trees and possibly even down power lines. I'll send it back to you guys.
Destiny, thank you. And as our coverage continues, we do want to see how your neighborhood looks when it is, of course, safe to do so. Take a picture or a video and send it to us using the Near Me feature inside our WCNC Charlotte mobile app. It helps our team of meteorologists better understand the storms coming through our area and the damage. And
we are learning Duke Energy reporting more than 70,000 outages across our area. And the worst news is that for those folks looking for their power to be turned back on, it might be a bit, because those bucket trucks, they can't go up when wind speeds get up above, say, 30 miles an hour, which we're not getting consistently, but we are getting that on and off throughout the morning. And just into the newsroom, Northbrook and Union Elementary Schools in Lincoln County will be closed because of the power outages. That coming in the last few minutes. On top of that, we also know both Gaston County and Cleveland County schools will be closed today to students. In both of those districts, it will be an optional workday for teachers. If additional closings come in, you can find them at WCNC.com/closings.
As we continue to be weather aware today, Charlotte Douglas Airport feeling the effects of these storms right now. Over 20 flights have been canceled, 28 delayed, a number that just continues to grow. There have been over 700 delays since the first round of storms Wednesday afternoon. More than 70 flights have also been canceled.
As we go to break, we want to remind you to stay weather aware throughout the morning. This morning, a third batch of storms expected to hit our area later on this morning. A live look right now at Boone. Meteorologists Chris Mulcahy and Larry Sprinkle standing by with a look at your forecast for the hours ahead coming up.